right, welcome back. Sorry for the kind of delay, or not delay, but like, I don't know. Had things to do. I haven't streamed since, I think, Friday, maybe, last week. Yeah, I had to skip Monday. I had to get some things done. But we are back. Let's see. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing? I've mostly been using Claude agent teams. I haven't checked in on Gas Town. Cause Yegi said there was some like issues with it. Just had lunch here in the UK. Oh, nice, cool. Yeah, it's whatchamacallit. I don't know. I feel like my opinions are changing on this thing. Where it's like, actually, Yegi had a good blog post today, or today slash this morning slash whenever he posted it. I don't know. AI Vampire 7 hours ago. I think this is important for everybody. I'll post it in the Discord link share. I feel like, I don't know, I've felt this, like, I definitely feel this when I, oops. That was a different, personally similar, yeah, Cloud Agent Teams it's normie Gas Town. It's, like, officially supported, and it's more for like one project, rather like it's splitting up work to be done within one project versus like juggling multiple like rigs. So I think Gastown is still like a level above, like it's still like an orchestration layer, kind of like when you have like you want to make changes across multiple projects, yeah, you use Gastown. But if you have like a focused if you have a focused set of whatever work that you want to implement, like within one project, I think Claude Agent Teams probably is what most people are going to use moving forward. And I'm sure Anthropic is working on their own official version of Gastown internally, whatever that is, like building on top of Claude Agent Teams. And it's probably going to be more efficient too, right? Like Gastown, we use a bunch of Claude instances just to like maintain the state of like the entire system. But yeah, with whatchamacallit, oh, Claude Agent Teams, yeah, it's yeah, I don't know, it's built in, and I'm using the built-in tasks too. I'm just kind of like embracing, like, all right, let's see what the model can provide. Basically, what can these the labs, what can they do internally. So anyways, oh, actually, sorry, I can hear myself. 1 second. So another thing that I want to bring up is Yegi's. 1 second, let me cough. Okay, cool. If you haven't noticed, I've upgraded the studio with a pop filter, so hopefully people in the comments don't have to hear me breathing. I guess that's important. So anyways, what I guess maybe the format of my shows moving forward are going to be like relevant news first, and then we get into work. But Yegi just dropped this post. Relevant news as in what has Steve Yegi posted in the last the last couple days. Sound quality is very good. Thank you. Appreciate it. So he just wrote this post about how, like, AI productivity, like, we're so much more productive, but at the same time, it's a crazy, like, it's a much larger stress on our bodies. And like Yegi's seen it, he's seen other people who are like vibe coding startups and stuff, like they where did he say, I don't know, 1 second, let me turn my heat off in my house. Getting kind of warm. Cool. But yeah, basically, like, somebody said something. Oh, maybe it was in the comments. Like, there's even a study on this. Like, HBR doesn't reduce work and intensifies it. Yeah, AI burnout. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like we're working so much harder with these tools. And let me post this in the Discord as well. That we're working, I don't know, maybe, of course companies are going to say, oh, you should have been working this hard the whole time or whatever, but at the same time it's like, okay, if we're working this much harder and we're this much more like focused and intense, it feels like, yeah, there should be some kind of trade-off, right? Like if we can be so much more productive, like, can we, like, kind of just, we're gonna work ourselves to an early grave. Because on Monday I was catching up on some stuff. Hey, what's up, CZX? Monday I had to catch up on some stuff, and I couldn't stream, but I went for like 12 hours that day. Like, it was from the moment I woke up to even after, maybe it was like 12-14 hours type of day, where feels more like a management role than an engineering role. Yeah, like you're constantly making decisions, and that's what Yegi's saying here, is that AI has turned us all into Jeff Bezos by automating the easy work and leaving us with difficult decisions, summaries, and problem solving. I think that this is the key, like, of this whole thing. I don't know, but I use 1 million tokens on subscription on one host. Only one works with. I don't use extra use. Oh, interesting. Nice, CZX. Keep going. like Milky. Get that 1 million token usage. Don't whatever. Don't question where it comes from, but at the same time, yeah, you want to turn it on for everything else. So, anyways, it's some glitch. Okay, yeah. Yeah, somehow it enabled itself on that one CLI. But anyways, like this, I think this thing is gonna kill us. like we are all like, if we now have like Jeff Bezos type of like a job, and we're like just managing, we're just making hard decisions all day, and like it enables us, like it's a feedback loop that kind of keeps us in a flow state. Because I was able to work, I don't know, like 12, 14 hours on Monday, like no problem. Or maybe not no problem, but like I was exhausted by the end of it, but it kind of kept me in this loop. It kept me in this like in the flow, right? It kept me focused. It's a tool that keeps your attention kind of like whatever, trained on this thing. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to come to like some kind of like new bargaining thing here, like with what Yegi's saying is like basically, yeah, all of our, I mean, first of all, ourselves, right? Like if I'm doing this extra, right? Like I'm doing like live streaming on top of my regular job. Like I'm kind of pushing the limit for me, or like I'm like doing extra for me, so I need to like be even more aware of my health, and I have to like actually whatever make time for it or whatever. John, yeah, I've been working on a side project in the evenings, cookie cutter project, template with CI/CD, automated tests, feature flags, Terraform. Nice. Yeah, no, and we're working so hard because it's exciting. I think that's the nefarious thing, is that it's we're like, we want to work it. Like I haven't been this excited about doing, I haven't done like side projects or anything like that. Like I'm not a big side project guy, but here I am with like multiple side projects. Yeah, never work evenings. Yeah, exactly. I've never been a side project guy, and not here I am with like multiple, right? Too exciting not to. Yeah, like we're enabling, this technology enables us to kind of spin a bunch of plates, to juggle a bunch of balls, keep a bunch of balls in the air. So I guess, yeah, speaking of side projects, we left off here with so I'm trying to make my, oh nice, it updated. So I have a newsletter with a bunch of like text that I've written and broke it up by paragraphs. I kind of want to, so I guess overall point is that I want to okay, we can select these and then it'll put them into a post. Okay, we want to take my newsletters, stuff that I've like, this is handwritten stuff, this is some gourmet shit over here on the left hand side, and then I want to basically create short form content to promote the newsletter based on this. So kind of version 1, it was like, all right, select the paragraphs that we want to kind of copy over. But I think I want to evaluate these paragraphs. I want to run these through a model and like have the model choose what are the strongest ones. So I think I'll say that. Okay, please plan out a way for the AI model to select which paragraphs are the strongest, the top 5 sets of paragraphs or so, to present as potential posts, and for me to schedule those. But yeah, if I can automate this part, like promoting my newsletter, this is because I don't know, I spend like 10 hours a week writing my newsletter, like from between like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I spend a decent amount of time just writing the thing. So if I can kind of automate the promotion process of like scheduling this, the posts related to the newsletter, promoting it, this would save me a bunch of time, because that's like an extra step on top of writing the source material. So I think yeah, this is kind of, I want to be able to do work in one place or one kind of source of truth where it's whatever, I either handwrite myself, or I like post or create code or whatever, and I want it to just instantly kind of fan out. I just want to post everywhere and tell everyone on all platforms about what I'm doing. Because I think that's like sorry, let me just make sure this is on. This is just my, I don't know, theory on, we need to be able to automate the boring parts, where like we want to, sorry, I need a call. Okay. Yeah, so I want to, if we're going to be a one-man show, like, or one-person show, like a develop, like solopreneurs here in the deep future, I want to just be able to do the work, really focus on the work, like whatever my like attention, like Yegi was saying about brain fills in the noises I muted. you just you just have like a honk shoe like noise in there, or whatever. I don't know. That's hilarious. So anyways, I feel like we want to create value. We want to, whatever code that we're creating, if that's the thing that we're, the main source of value that we're creating, we're using our agents to code. And I'm trying to think of this like through this whole like business like pipeline thing. Like we're like, big surprise, DevOps guy thinks of things in terms of pipelines, in terms of whatever, end-to-end processes with step-by-step, whatever. DevOps guy thinks pipelines are the answer to everything. So anyways, from like a business planning perspective or whatever, like if I'm gonna do something and I'm going to like create value here, and I'm like, whatever, molding something with my hands. I want to like have a camera on it, broadcasting to the world. Hey, I'm making this thing. I'm making this cool thing. Like, watch me make this cool thing. And then whoever watches me, follows me, like, knows that I'm making this cool thing. And at some point, I'm going to launch it and say, oh, this is a really cool thing. So I want to like be able to spread that across as many things as possible. And another aspect of like why you want to post everywhere is that the AIs get trained on the entire internet, right? So the more places you are, it's like it's AI SEO. It's agent or AI engine optimization, right? Like the more places you are on the internet, the more legit you look, right? So if you post your content everywhere, then the AI is like, oh, I see this guy on Instagram and LinkedIn and TikTok, and like it kind of over time you're gonna kind of be baked into the model as that kind of like it'll know who you are. So it's kind of like an SEO type of strategy, but also like I just want to automate that process. I just want to kind of, I've always had this idea, like, I don't know, 15 years ago, of this like quantified self. Have you guys heard of quantified self? Of like, it's basically this it's basically recording your life in data points. And damn, Keating Memorial Self-Research Group, who anyways, like, it's basically digitizing your life. It's putting your life into data points. So I've always had this kind of notion, or this kind of whatever, drawn to this type of thing, where clearly I'm live streaming. This is my 30-second episode or something like that. So it's like I'm not shy to post my life online. Like, I post a bunch of jiu-jitsu stuff online too. So I try to do quantified self, but fail miserably, habit trackers, etc. Right? Yeah. So it's along the same lines of like, all right, how do we do quantified self, but like with our work, right? Like, how do we quantify it and then like market it? How do we like post it automatically, such that it's like a good enough marketing? Like, you're coding something and you create a cool project, and then you automatically do all the marketing for it. You post it automatically to all the social medias. Habit tracking automated. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like, I think that's the, going back to Yegi's AI vampire thing. I think that's what AI is. It's like the perfect feedback loop, like quantified self like, maybe not quantified self, but like it's an attention kind of like whatever zoning in type of thing, right? Like it locks your attention in because it's so fun, because it's kind of got this like slot machine type of quality to it, right? So it makes us want to work harder, more and harder. So in theory, like, in a way, like AIs are this kind of, I don't know, ultimate form of quantified self, and like this self-reinforcing like feedback loop. It's just we only have so much physical energy to do this, right? Like, so for example, as I drink my coffee, right? Okay. All right. So it did this plan. It was mainly just like a one-click auto suggest button. I just want the workflow. There shouldn't be there shouldn't be a button. It should just suggest the top 5 posts as soon as I click on the newsletter. All right, let's check on the chat. 5 votes. Claude agent teams, 80% haven't. While we're here, let's hit the like button. While we're all watching, taking this break, hit the like button. It really helps out. Engage in the chat. Any little bit helps. Really appreciate it. I was thinking last night we spent a lot of time interacting with the chat. Next level will be where we can switch to just having a conversation using voice. Yeah, I mean that's more or less what I use with Whisperflow. I have like Whisperflow it makes it feel pretty close to that. But yeah, having it like talk back to you, right, and have it, I don't know, act as if it's an engineer. Like we don't talk about all these different plans or whatever. But yeah, if it can like summarize its changes as an engineer, just chatting, that would be crazy. Whisperflow, yeah. I have a referral code. Feel free to not use it. I'll just post it in the chat here. Yeah, no, it feels great. Or like being able to just talk is kind of like a hack. Like it allows you to chatting means they can quickly ask you about its assumptions, otherwise it's really time. Yeah, exactly. It said the article should automatically trigger AI analysis, present 5 varieties, post adjustment, creating vampire. No, I'm just talking about Steve Yegi's article, AI vampire. Perhaps I am a vampire. Who knows? Yes. But yeah, talking about Steve Yegi's latest article about the seemingly draining effects of using AIs. Thanks, John. I use a combination of OpenAI Codex and ClaudeBot on VPS API access to Git server. Clarified regardless, coding has become wild. Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, I feel like once you have that like sandbox environment that you don't have to worry about the AIs running wild like that. That's the next level. Is there's this other article that I found the other day. Let's see. Let me pull it up here. It was pretty interesting. Software factories. So this is the newest, the latest thing. Hang on, frog in my throat. So like this gave me like an existential crisis on Friday, or Saturday while I was writing my last weekend's newsletter. Is that people are building entire dark factories, like lights out, kind of like no human involvement factories. Like the idea is that we can create the system that then creates systems, and it's sort of like this whole Gas Town thing. I feel like Gas Town is a step towards it, and we're just kind of building the tools that can then build the real systems. It just feels like the factory has to be so much bigger than the project that you're asking it to create, right? I don't know. It feels like we're and like you're they said somewhere about growing what they refer to internally as non-interactive development or grown software. Growing software. That's a crazy idea. So anyways, like this made me like completely rethink what do we do here. Like maybe the point is to create these factories which then create the software that we want, right? And at some point, like just like Anthropic has came out with its own multi-agent orchestrator, it's going to come out with its own factory thing, right? Like it's software may be done. Like we may be cooked here, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting to like people who are at the forefront are growing their own software. It's just a matter of time for it to be available to everyone else. So, Scandinavian Heretic, create this factory of open source stuff, get a Webpacker, Vault Warden, traffic, offline Docker images so it can stand itself, be integrated with AI. And the AI can be self-hosted, Quen, Claudebot, efficient goal. Wondering how Claudebot effectively codes compared to Claude Code. I'm considering using Claudebot to talk to, pass off coding Claude Code. You only need Claude Code. Use multiple AI agents hooked into your system. AI support infrastructure and coding. Got mine to fix itself at one point. To make a real comment, I think the danger is the incumbents with the money. They will steal your idea, build a prototype. That's the hooded dev in the basement coding. Imagine a future where your phone doesn't come with apps. You just tell it what you want, it will make the average. Right? Yeah. No, that's... Yeah. No, it's going to be a weird future. And Geo Dev Space, the incumbents with money are able to steal your idea. I mean, that's kind of what's happening, right? Like whatever isn't in the model, whatever tools are being built around the model will eventually absorb. Like the model will, or agent will eventually just kind of do that stuff. So I'm curious, like if Gastown not lasted, but like Gastown was effective for a month until, or 6 weeks or so, until the like Claude, it made its own open source, or not its open source. Claude made its own multi-agent orchestration internally. Then I don't know, like what's the future? What do we skate to? What's the puck that we skate to? That is far clear of what the models are capable of, or like what is the orchestration, or I don't know. Maybe it's so. not to like reference myself here, but this is why you write newsletters and blog posts, because you get to cite yourself. This is what I'm thinking about this way too, though. If you can do all this self-hosted, including AH, and you're no longer reliant on cloud, become individually capable. Yeah, I think that's the whatever the tension that's going to be, right? We're right now we're in this forest of low-hanging fruit. We all spawned basically around the same area, and we're developers, we're solvers. We just see the problems immediately around us, and we just see the problems around the models or around these agents, right? And we just want to solve the problems around these agents that are like a little bit further, like just barely where we spawned, right? But the models are going to grow and like kind of fix those problems themselves. Like the agents are naturally just going to do that, or the frontier models are naturally going to do that. So we need to get like way the fuck out of here. Like we need to go deep into the forest. We need to run off in a direction and find somebody with problems that are completely unrelated to these models. And because I feel like it's too easy to just work on the tools. It's too enticing to be like, oh, if I just work on the tools and make them better, I can just work on the tools and make them better and just improve the leverage. It's like, yeah, that's cool. Like that's what we're technically inclined to do, right? But are we doing something that's kind of like in vain? Like, is it, if the models are going to consume this, like if the models are going to just kind of keep growing and growing and growing their feature set, like it already consumed Gas Town, like not entirely Gas Town and not like whatever, but the whole idea, like it uses tmux to run multiple Claude instances, you know, like it kind of that's a very Gas Town-esque design. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like there's going to be a tension, like Scandinavian Heretic said, is like there's going to be these people who self-host, and that may be the future, is like very small, like many very small models that are really good at very whatever vertical, narrow verticals. But I mean these frontier models, man, like they're just gonna keep growing. They're gonna keep growing their feature set and absorb the best ideas of the open source world, and they're just gonna support it natively. So then, like, what's the point of like doing open source stuff if the frontier models are gonna support it natively, and like why go through the hassle of like rolling your own thing if you can just wait, like, I don't know, a month or a couple months, and it's gonna have that feature set anyway. So yeah, I don't know, it's gonna be weird. You can get philosophical very quickly. Thank you. No, that's I'm this is just me trying to run off in a direction in this forest of low-hanging fruit. I'm trying to like see where like the puck is being shot in a particular direction, right? And I'm like, all right, as a developer who's concerned about my future employment, and how do I make money in this future where there's going to be AI factories, lights out coding factories, where software is going to be grown, and we no longer code software, we grow software. This is happening right now. People are doing this right now. So what do we do? So like what is the next thing? What is the thing that we like, instead of like, okay, it's going this way. this way, instead of like following behind and then now we're chasing it, right? Like, how do we cut it off? Like, if it's going this way, how do we like cut it and meet where it's going? So yeah, I don't know. And maybe I'm weird for thinking digital homesteading is too niche and only something I care about. My own Tony Stark workshop and supported Jarvis self-hosted. I'm a simple man-child. No, yeah. I mean, that's totally valid too. And I see the reasons for that too. Like, right, sorry. I feel like, yeah, like digital homesteading, that's a hilarious name, but like it's actually very valid. If these tokens, if they're subsidizing these tokens right now, if Claude Code like $200 a month plan is being subsidized, like if all these tokens are being if we're getting tokens on the cheap and then at some point they need to turn the dial up, then I can see like, all right, the build versus buy ratio changes. Like that equation changes. It makes more sense for you to buy your own hardware to run these models on, your own Mac Pros or whatever people are doing, and stack your own Mac Minis or whatever, right? And it will make sense to run your own open source hardware at some point. But that's with how frontier models are advancing. I don't think that's right now. And right while they're giving us cheap tokens, I don't think that won't be the case. And while they're growing their footprint of model capability, maybe we'll hit some kind of cliff or some kind of like I don't know, something that will change our calculus. But for me right now, I'm fully embracing vendor lock-in. That's at least for me. GovDev space or not GovDev, GeoDev. Maybe they can buy my project. They are gonna have to buy mine because I spent a lot of time on this. Maybe Pioneer AI is lesser. Developed countries, we learn a lot in a short time. We're special. I mean, maybe. Like, depends on all your licensing or whatever, but at the same time, like, if they can... So, this is another cool thing. Jeffrey Huntley. Also, great YouTube channel. Like, I suggest everyone follow his YouTube channel. Let's see, what was one of these ones? He was talking about you can like basically you can black box, you can reverse engineer any software now. Like with AI tools, you kind of do some like what is it called? Something tests, characteristics tests or something like that. I forget what the term is. Characterization tests, maybe. Basically, you like have the AI interact with the software and have it observe all the possible in inputs and outputs, and then you write a spec based on those inputs and outputs. Right? You treat the whatever software that you're working with as a black box. You don't know the source code; it's all compiled, and then you like just kind of play with it, have it fuzz it, and have it understand what the software does, and then you define the spec, and then basically you can, in a clean room environment, I mean, like this is kind of what Claude guys did last week with the compiler, the C compiler or whatever. It you can rebuild software based on kind of observed inputs and outputs. So even if even if GeoDev space, like, even if they don't, whatever, want to own, like, if they probably don't want to buy your project, sorry, but they can like observe how it works and like kind of integrate it into their model. Whatever the feature set is, like, features are, I don't know, they're like almost pointless. Like, code is so cheap that, I don't know, it's so weird. Like, it's so weird to be at this point in time. We have to think more about like who's willing to pay, rather than is like, should we do this thing or not, and can somebody just replicate it on their own? Can they point an AI at our project and be like, hey, just build me X, build me a literal Twitter clone, build me a literal whatever, like, just create my own version of any software, right? And that's what they do here, is in this factory, these people doing these factories, is that they have their own clones of Okta, Jira, Google Docs, Slack, Google Drive, like, for them to build, to have all the API access that they need, that like all this automated API access to interact with all these different things. They built their own copies of these tools in order to sufficiently like grow their software against these things, to integrate their software with these existing tools. So like Okta itself is valuable because they already have distribution. Like, this is kind of what I'm going back to. Like, where, like, again, I'm a newsletter writer, so I can like, it feels good to be able to cite myself in that distribution is going to win, and then taste is going to win, right? So Okta, if we wanted to like these people rebuilt Okta. Like, you don't understand that they built their own clone of Okta. Nothing is safe. Like, this is why all the SaaS stocks like crashed this last week, is that you can just rebuild these things. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the code itself does not matter. This has Jira, this has Google Docs, Slack, like any app that you can think of, you can rebuild yourself. Like, it doesn't. The code is not a moat anymore. So what is the moat? Taste and distribution. Again, on my newsletter, I called this like a month ago. Sorry, I'm kind of crashing out here because I'm like kind of realizing that I'm right. I've been right about this thing, but and I'm just trying to connect it to like, all right, so build versus buy. Like, you could build your own software, you can build your own Slack. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So what we need to do is be building distribution. And okay, getting back to the digital homesteading. Yeah, maybe you build your own Slack and you self-host everything, because maybe they turned the tokens up and the price of a $200 a month Claude subscription is now $1,000 a month, right? At that point, then a $3,000 Mac Mini or whatever, or stack of Mac Minis, that makes more sense. That's starting to make more sense. If to get the same number of tokens as a $200 a month Claude, you have to pay $1,000 a month, then like buying your own hardware is starting to make sense. So, Scandinavian Heretic. I'm all about compute density, so the AI will obviously require GPU power, the rest won't. You can probably get far with Raspberry Pi modules and a dense cluster of most services. Have I tried Model Opus 1 million in Claude Code? I tried when it first came out, but I haven't recently. Let's see. Oh, it won't let me type it in. Model Opus 1 million. Is it gonna let me do it? Oh shit. Is it gonna let me do it? Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, the long context bit is not available for this subscription. Yeah, so I can't do it. As much as possible should be compute dense, power efficient. The rest has to be monitored. Rules attached to it, optimize. Thinking about Tony Stark lately while integrating AI into my home lab. Dog that built it. Build versus buy equations disrupted. Yep. Copying things is sorry. Easy already. I would have thought no prompt required. Wow, such stealage. It's one of the best things AI has done for me. Mapping out home network topology, VLANs, self-hosting, etc. My good man, my opinion on what to do about where code is about to get cheaper. Lean into it. Become good at leveraging this new tech. I get the worry, but don't become Luddites. I totally agree, Scandinavian Heretic. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here on live stream, building up, like, learning, but then also like building up this distribution thing. Like whatever I do build, hopefully I'll have an audience to distribute it to, and hopefully I'm building up some taste too by just talking to you guys, like getting an idea of like what people are thinking. I found Gemini extremely useful when paired with AZ CLI, G Cloud, AWS, etc. Azure CLI. That's what AZ is. Clone of Windows, but make it good. I mean, you could, right? Can't see why it's not possible. Yeah, for sure. AI can't rebuild infrastructure. So that's another Steve Yagi thing. Another thing he said. This Anthropic hive mind thing. He says atoms are a good moat. If you work in the physical space, you have a little bit of a moat. If you make beer, work with humans, or ship stuff, say you've got a bit more time to work with, maybe to find your feet in the AI area. If you're strictly online or SaaS software presence, no atoms in your product whatsoever, just electrons, and you are pretty screwed if you don't pivot. I don't think there are any recipes for pivoting yet. This is all new. It's all happening very fast. Yeah. So this is, again, like what we've been saying is like we're trying to figure this out. Use Gemini to create loads of working Terraform. Yep, same. Can't scale to billions of users. Potentially. Model Sonnet 1 million works for me. Opus 1 million does not. Hey, good on you, man. YouTube randomly proposed your channel. I clicked. Glad you're leaning into it, doing your thing. Sweet. Thanks for being here, Scandinavian Heretic. I shift my focus to Africa by 2100. 60% of births in the world would come from Africa. They already have median population age of 19. Oh yeah, so it's pretty young. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. That's again, yeah, like it's not like these skating to where the puck is going to be are non-obvious, and they're not going to look like everyone isn't going to like agree with your idea. Like that's kind of the being a contrarian. I hate that word. People, the most edgelord of edgelords use the word, call themselves contrarians, and I strongly dislike when people identify as a contrarian. But you kind of have to, zig where others zag. You have to, at some point, not go along with the crowd. So if that's a different business type of thing, or being a different I don't know, building a different app or whatever, or having a different mindset around these things, yeah, you have to be a little bit disagreeable. Okay, let's check back in on the poll. 16 votes, 75% have not used Claude Agent Teams. We've got 7 likes, 17 people watching now. Let's hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Would really appreciate it. If you want to hang out with more people like this, who think about these types of interesting things that we've been talking about so far, we've got a Discord community. Only costs an email, but yeah, a lot of cool people in there. Not contrarian implies I'm taking opposing just to be obstinate or contrary. I have enough of spine to have my own views that I worked out for myself. Nice, cool. I think that's a healthy position, like a healthy, like, all right, you have certain values that you grew up with, that you've figured out yourself, and why I'm like like John was saying about getting philosophical is like all this is kind of like core to like who we are. Like what do we do with this crazy new tool is a reflection of who we are. Like what values do we have? What do we want to see in the world? Because now anybody can bring anything into the world through, at least coding wise. So what do we do with it? And it's just kind of a reflection of what who we are and what do we want to do with it. My cat Goose is up there, so I'm with you. Yep, cool. Goose, you're a star. You're on the live stream. Yeah, Goose? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Model defaults. Okay. Let's get back to work. But yeah. Talking about this stuff, I think a goose star was born. Yeah, exactly. Right. He's like, I'm gonna curl up and I'm gonna just lay down. Droid Jam 666, welcome. Nice to have you. Where are you chatting from, Droid Jam? Think about it. Here in the UK, the median age is 44 to 55. Same in other parts of the world, but time AI matures, Africa will remain a place in the world with a working population that needs tools. Okay, nice. Yeah, like, I mean, and I'm kind of seeing that myself, like, as someone who is Spain, Droid Jam, nice. Good. Yeah, we have a lot of Europeans here, which I'm streaming from Las Vegas. So it's 6:19 a.m. here. But yeah, like, as someone who's in their mid-30s, like, I don't have the same energy as I do 10 years ago. So yeah, people who are, and I'm not as hungry. I'm not as, like, wanting to make something of myself. Like, obviously I'm here and I'm on this stream and I want to work, but the desire isn't the same. To like, I don't have anything to prove. I think I want to create more, versus 20 somethings. They want to prove themselves. They have a chip on their shoulder. They have something they want to like show the world that they're important, that they can do something, and they can whatever. Like I was there. I was 20 something too. But now I'm like, I just kind of want to support, just be able to support myself. And like, I do, like, obviously, but, I don't know, priorities change as you get older. So yeah, like that makes sense if you're targeting a population that is, younger, and enabling them to do more work at a time in their lives that they want to, and to want to make something of themselves. So yeah, that makes sense. Dog Dead built it. Scandinavian heretic moment to coin the term digital homesteading. If it wasn't already coined, I claim it. It came from me. We heard it here first. Digital homesteading. John, 44 tomorrow. Happy birthday. In the UK. Yep. Bullish on AI fueled scientific research. Create pipelines to implement cutting edge papers. Once reproduced, iterate, expand. Nice. Yeah. I think that's where Anthropic, what I've heard from Anthropic for, I don't know, a couple of years now, is like that's the direction they want to go. Ultimately, is like coding is like the first step, but then how do we move atoms with these models? How do we figure out how atoms work through science, right? With these models, and right now we only have electrons. So how do we like simulate certain interactions, or how do we like throw more compute at this problem and fix it? I thought I had to sneeze, but I don't. I've been living in 15 different countries. Oh wow, that's crazy. Scandinavian heretic from Denmark. Been to Las Vegas long ago, early 40s. Doing this for my own benefit and desire to create. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Been in Las Vegas long. It's changed, I'm sure. It's grown a ton over the last 10 years. Like I guess I've been in Las Vegas since 2018, so 8 years. Yeah, it's grown a lot. At least suburb wise. Love America, great country. Americans would I don't know. It's interesting how depending on who you talk to, have people who live here have different opinions. GeoDev Space. Would you like to see one of our projects? It's called Open Verb. Applied to Y Combinator with it. You can Google search it. Open Verb. Open Verb. Which one is it? GeoDev Space. Is it the .org or is it the .com? AI actions. Make your app understandable by AIs. Define verbs. Open cable. Is this like... Is it an API? Like, is this a... George M. and the latest version on the 40s. Yeah. It's too expensive in the Western world to have kids. More and more people are choosing not to. So we are more at risk of being replaced by AI due to necessity. Yeah. I feel like it's, my wife and I just now feel financially stable enough to start to want to have kids, like at 34. So yeah, like people are feeling squeezed to have like it's tough to whatever. feel like you're on solid enough ground to have kids. Yeah, John's right. Great country, poor government. You can hate yourself on your own time. I love America. Politics is not America. That's true. Okay, geodevspace.org. Okay. Really want to visit America again, do a massive road trip. Yeah, no, that's one thing that the U.S. is good at is the road trips. Road trips are great. You have kids, they're not that expensive. You have 4 kids. People waste a lot of money buying their kids crap they don't need. Google search AI about it or AI they know. There's also white paper page. You can Frank Schwartz free. Use kids like agent swarms or chat teams, right? We're just managers. We're just parenting our agents. Okay, let's check out what GeoDev space. Google search AI about it, or your AI, they know. There's a white paper page. Okay, interesting. Installed Whisper Sync. Oh, nice. Yeah, it is. It's dope. Framework, AI execution layer. It's quick, yeah. No, that's what I like about it. The standard Mac OS one, it is kind of like I have to use it for work. BRB coffee, like it's like afternoon, right? Open verb sounds pretty neat. Try the interactive demo. All right. AI native musical instrument. Structure, idea, verbs, measure, plays, determinacy. Play sad, jazz. Okay, let me turn my music off here. All right. Check out the piano demo. Okay. Tell the PLA will generate open verb playing execute on play piano. Okay. Play a piano piece that you would find in a 1940s era gangster movie, mob type of Al Capone type of movie. Gangster era piano. Okay. So then registry driven. All piano actions, set tempo, play notes. Define a strict type supervisory. And never executes code, and only describes what to do. So I I guess, hang on. Turns AI text into structured action. So it's a wrapper. All right, let me play
Today
this.
I'm going to show you how OpenVerb works, the universal action language that lets AI. We'll start with the official OpenVerb core repository, and then I'll show you a task manager demo app that was built using that core. This is the official OpenVerb core repository. It contains the OpenVerb specification, the core verb libraries, examples for JavaScript and Python, and everything you need to integrate actions into your own application. When building an OpenVerb-enabled app, this is the repo you start with. OpenVerb comes with example executors that show you how to parse and run verbs. You can clone the core repository, explore the examples, and then begin defining your own verbs for your application. Now let's look at the OpenVerb demo app, a simple task manager application that I built to demonstrate how OpenVerb works in practice. This demo app is not the core. It's an example built using the OpenVerb core library. It shows how an AI can read your app, understand your verbs, and then execute actions through a clean interface. Inside the demo app, you'll see the actual implementation of the verbs: create task, update task, assign user, and change status. These verbs were defined using the OpenVerb core format, and then wired into the app's backend so the AI can use them. Once the demo app is deployed, we give the repo to the AI. Because the OpenVerb structure is inside the demo app, the AI immediately understands what actions are available. The AI doesn't guess. It reads the verb definitions directly from the app. Now we can ask the AI to do something. Create a task for an upcoming project using OpenVerb. The AI generates a structured action using the official OpenVerb format. The demo app receives the verb, validates it, and executes the action immediately. This task manager demo is just one example. With OpenVerb core, you can build CRMs, dashboards, survey tools, automation systems, developer tools, paywall engines, drone or GIS applications, anything. Because OpenVerb is not an app, it's a standard for how AI interacts with software. If you want to try this yourself, OpenVerb core is at github.com/sgthancel/OpenVerb. OpenVerb demo app is at github.com/sgthancel. So, okay, this is Geo Dev Space. How? Okay, maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm like, I don't understand this. Like, what's what's like the difference between this and an API, and like what, like versus like a well or like an MCP server, or like, I don't know. This is MCP server for apps, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just having a hard time like understanding what the verb difference is here. Going to play a major role in shaping the world next 50, 80 years. Now that code is its own on its own isn't USP distribution is what raises the question where. It means jazz, bossa, nova, jazz. You could have looped it. Oh, okay. Haven't even raised the topic of robots yet, which we know are coming. What's new in the enterprise, new in the world of enterprise vibe coding. What's up, Bob Benol? It's kind of like a standard for how to get AI to behave a certain way. That's how I understand it. Similar to MCP, but allows AI native apps. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So I guess I'm talking to Roman Hansel here. Land surveyor. Dang. Oh, yeah. Geo Dev Space. That makes sense. So, nice. Cool. Vibe flyers. Launch, verify, track your digital marketing. Verified campaign. Cool. Vibe Marketing Studio. This is... You put your name there. GeoCities. Cool. Well, nice to meet you, Roman. It's cool to, yeah, like... This is dope.
I'll put this in the so I'll put this in the Discord link share. If you're not in the Discord yet, where are we at? If you're not on the Discord yet, feel free to join. Only costs an email. Atlas. People are talking about Atlas robotics. I haven't watched the demo yet, but seems like, yeah, it does seem promising. Site on Times Square on GeoCity. So that was a long time. Wow. Okay. All right. Got totally sidetracked on what we should actually be doing here. Cedilla P. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Open verb adoption equals key. Okay. I guess who... Let's see. Let me look at the GitHub. I mostly remember the noise at 33.6. Oh man, I had what was it, 56K? I guess I'm a little bit younger than you guys, so I grew up on 56K modem. Won't matter if it gains the option. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's have it do this thing. Cool. Adoption stage never guaranteed. Competes against priority lock-in. When's the short term? Started at 14.4K. Man. Been vibe coding and string projects lately. So what we've been talking about recently, or talking about, started off talking about, was that was high class when I was a kid, right? Yeah. So I didn't stream on Monday because I don't know, had to catch up on some stuff with work. And I went for like 14 hours, which is kind of the subject of Steve Yegge's latest blog post, is that AI enables us to work so much more, and it may be a problem. Like it might, like it is enables us to like focus for so much longer and so much more intensely that it's exhausting. So yeah, I guess I've been using it a lot at work, and then right now we're trying to automate the marketing for my newsletter. I'm trying to, like, I've got a bunch of newsletters. So this is the project. I have a bunch of newsletters, and I want to post automatically kind of snippets of it to Buffer. So Buffer is a way to, I have all my social accounts connected here. I want to queue up a bunch of posts. Oh, I've got a bunch of community. Ooh, I need to respond to those comments. And again, I haven't really, I need to get back on this. Like, I would manually write all these things, but I just kind of want to centralize all my, like, I want to write long form, like my my newsletters, like weekly, and then I kind of want to like pull out the bangers from there and post them, and kind of say, hey, like, subscribe to my newsletter if you want more. So anyways, yeah, so we're trying to create a new, basically this only lets me manually select the paragraphs. I just asked the AI to kind of come up with a top 5 posts, short form posts per newsletter. Darn youngster, you, about 19-year-old, dumb in my mind. Yeah, we're all younger in our minds than we think. So, Yorkshiremen sketch with IT instead of poor living conditions. Back in my day, we were happy to even have a telephone wire. We take turns tasting for internet. Since I joined your Discord, I've been vibe coding 12, 15 hours. There we had it, folks. Bob Knoll. We've the Discord isn't that active, but I'm glad you the Discord has encouraged you to vibe code more often. It's exhausting because you're 30 plus with responsibilities in the real world. Yeah, totally, right. And that's kind of, seems like we have some distinguished gentlemen on this chat. So that's where I feel like is my my target demographic potentially. The 4 Yorkshire men sketch Chateau de Chazolet. I don't know what that is. Sorry, I'm not European enough for that. But yeah, I think this is like my thesis statement is, I just want to hang out here with you guys and enjoy our time together. And like I potentially draw a 30 plus crowd who are deep in their careers. So this is what I'm realizing. It's a Monty Python sketch. Okay, yeah. Again, I'm not European enough for this. Yeah. 12, 15-hour vibes, unsustainable. Genius is the problem, not the solution. Build ops at scale without burnout. Yeah, I mean, like that's kind of goes back to where I was talking about the software factory thing, but at the same time, like, if we're building the factory, like, imagine like a real factory, right? Physical factory. The physical factory is so much bigger, so much larger than the actual system that's built in, right? Think of a car factory. Like, the factory around the car is so much more bigger and more intricate than the individual cars themselves, right? So what is the thing that we need to build the systems that we want, right? Like, I'm having, I don't know, like, people get caught in this loop. I feel like people are getting caught in this loop of building systems just for the sake of building systems, and they're not like building the smaller the piece, the factory output that they should be building, right? Like, we need to be able to capture the value at some point. So I don't know. I think we need distribution. I think that's ultimately that's what it comes down to. So everyone should start their own live streams and post on social media. That's what I encourage everyone to do here. Distribution by being human. That's kind of the summary of my latest newsletter is like, we just need to be humans, and we need to put our faces on the internet and get our names out there and connect with other people. I forgot my background music here. If I want to attract a younger audience, then you stream with sunglasses, LEDs, and rave music, right? Yeah, I do not have sunglasses. Beginner, can guide give me some suggestions to begin with? Just start with, just use the tools to build something that you want to build. So Claude Code, if you whatever are cool with spending $20 to $100 a month. If not, I think Open Code sounds like people like that as an alternative. So yeah, just build something, like scratch your own itch, find something to build, something that a solution that you want to see in the world. I like the opposite notion of you saying basically, what, I'm sorry, this is something I'm too darn American to understand. Yeah, exactly, right. What the fuck's a kilometer? Like that's how I'm feeling right now. What do you think about Gas Town? Did it work out for you vibe coding with that? I feel like it, like, the last time I checked, like the last release of it was 3 weeks ago, and since then Steve Yeagy's been saying like he's been really hammering out some like bugs. So like since Claude multi-agent team released, I'm just using that. Like I'm not doing anything in particular. Like I haven't used Gas Town since he's said it's going to be unstable for a little bit. You have a work meeting? No. All right, see you, John. That was 3 minutes ago, so you're probably gone. You watch a few of them yourself, very entertaining, but horrible software. Literally watch just to be there to see when the code breaks. Oh man. Yeah, no, I know there's a handful of them. I haven't talked to them. Like, I'm sure we're aware of each other because we're in each other's algorithms, right? But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I'm the smallest, newest one, so I just got to YouTube partner status. So, like, the community can now support me with super chats or whatever, which is whatever. I'm not asking you to do so, but eventually, the next level will be ad money. So that'll be fun to get some ad revenue. Let's see. I love this feature. I have to say, the moment I got myself hosted stuff connected and using this agent going and building up standards and rules, felt like I touched the feature. Yeah, definitely. Fish and Gulp, having chilled wrecked my free time. I love them, but it's frustrating with so much potential of building software right now. Yeah, and that's what people are. That's the energy people are saying. With this vampire stuff is like, there's, oh no. Oh, I think I'm back. Cool. Yeah, I think that's why people are working so hard. Like, that's why people are burning out on AI, because there's so much potential. Dog Dad built it. Aesthetic design equals sustainability. Young talent leaves when they burn out. Culture beats production. I'm trying to build a culture here. Like, I think I attract a certain set of distinguished people here, so yeah, we can all just kind of enjoy the ride. Read 12-15 hours. I feel like I'm building the factory, deeply exploring the space and building skills rapidly. Yeah, no, for sure, Bob. No, like, doing the thing more is gonna like help you out. Like, I think we're at this like kind of critical period where, yeah, the more hours you invest in like doing the thing, it's definitely building us. Like, this is a completely new skill set. So if you can get out ahead, and we can see kind of the skills like compounding, like we can kind of ride this like exponential curve up. But yeah, it's exhausting. Learning curve, same equal burnout. 3 years this equals hollow shells, sustainable growth, sprint education. No, I've been this way whole life. Thank you, Bob Knoll. Thank you so much, Bob Knoll. That means a lot. I really appreciate it. Bob Knoll, that's a trap. Systems designed for you means you never build sustainable ones. Break the pattern before it breaks you. Droid Jam, are you Steve Yegi in disguise? Like, did you write this? Because yeah, like, I think this I think why this is so tempting, why we want to spend so much time doing this, is because like we see that we can own something here. Like, we can create something, we can like bring something into the world with code, and then actually like own a piece of the pie here. And that's why like it's so like addicting and so like whatever, it's like pulling us along. It's rather than like, you don't even, it's not that much it's not effortful, because like we can get pulled into the zone, get pulled into the flow state, and we're kind of like, it's almost like dragging us along, right? Like it's not a lot of effort for us to like show up and do this thing, because it kind of guides us through this kind of a loop, this work loop. Okay. Okay. All 10 server tests pass, compiles cleanly. Okay. Install to run the server. "10 years AI ML profession, build systems from ML research to prod, burnout costs, any innovation games, seeing it kill teams." Yeah, so you've been there, done that. Like, you've been through this before. Yeah. No, and yeah, I'm totally right there with you. It's like, we need to think about, okay, like, this is fun short term, like this is very engaging like right now, but how do we do it for 10 years? Like, that's definitely something we need to keep in mind. Like, how do we do this indefinitely? All right, sorry, clear my throat there. Let's check on the poll. Have you used Claude Code Agent Teams? 23 votes, 26% say yes, 74% say no. It's very interesting. 12 likes, hit the thumbs up. Everyone here, thumbs up, subscribe, helps the algorithms, more people find me, and kind of come hang out. Like, I guess that's maybe the thing I want to, I can emphasize here, or like, is that we're here to like hang out and like do this thing together. We're all seeing the same thing, and we're all kind of like at least GeoDev space. You're right to be concerned, bro. A year ago, I could not build anything like this. This is not normal. Not sure what the end goal of this is. Yeah, totally, right? Like, if everyone can build like this, how... What is the what is the goal, right? Like, how do, like, if everyone can build their own SaaS, then what's... these live chats beat social media, quality combos, sharp people, no algorithm, keep building. Thank you. Appreciate it, George Jam. Yeah, no, I think that's what I'm trying to do here is build a community, and we can keep the conversation going in the Discord. A lot of cool people here, a lot of cool people in there. I think that's kind of, yeah, keep cooking. Thank you, George Jam. It means a lot for like all you guys, and that's kind of what I started this off was like, there's all you guys are like so impressive. like you guys have way more experience than me. Like you said, 10 years ML experience, before it was called AI, right? Before the marketing term AI, you were probably fucking around with random forests and neural nets, and like before it was cool to like all this LLM stuff. You were probably doing that, yeah, back in the day. So yeah, I don't know. It just feels like, oh, why do I have two of them here? Man, god damn it. I need to fix that. 1 second. I thought I deleted one, but yeah, I thought update web. Okay, now there's just one. Okay, cool. But anyways, all right, let's see what the dev server is doing. Only errors are buffer 500. 500s. Can't find the API key. Okay. All right, it's fixing it. Bob Knoll. Been at this for decades. Took 2 years off from work due to burnout. Dang. Difference between invigorating work and putting in the hours because you have to. Line is blurry though. Yeah, right. It's I haven't experienced burnout. Luckily, like I've had very good work-life balance. I've been with this company that is known for work-life balance, so and if it feels good to like, I feel invigorated. Love this chat's in the background. It helps me relax while I'm working. Apparently, you've come to the right place, Droid GM. That's apparently what I'm good for here. It feels like we have to build solutions that don't exist yet to stay ahead of the curve. Yeah, totally. Same. Yeah, I feel like that's what's exciting. That's what's like driving me to like, oh shit, like how do I like look ahead? How do I kind of build solutions for problems that don't yet exist? Yeah. Or that don't build solutions that don't exist at all or don't exist yet for the problems. Because I feel like, yeah, we have to, like, because the speed of implementation is so fast, how do we, like, yeah, skate ahead of the curve? How do we, like, skate ahead of the puck? How do we get to where the puck is going, like, and meet it, right? Skate to where the puck is going. Here, let's see. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Problems that don't exist yet. Gotcha. Yeah. I think so. Again, I'm just gonna cite myself. We have to get with people with problems. I think that's we all just see the problems right around us as solvers, and we have to get with people who have problems currently. And I know that's hard, or like we have to go and talk to people, right? Like that's non-obvious. And I think what we are figuring out here is we're a community of solvers, and we're like currently just solving our own problems. But for us to get paid, for us to like build a business or whatever, right? Solopreneurs, or turning these AI tokens into like real dollars, we have to solve other people's problems. So there's gonna be people who aren't going to get Claude code. All right, how do we create software for them, and how do we solve their problems? So I think we have to get out of this forest of low-hanging fruit and kind of find somebody else. Find somebody else who doesn't know how to like reach up and grab this low-hanging fruit. Use Chrome MCP to control the browser so you can test yourself. Oh. New errors. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. I'm using Anthropic API key. Alright. Hang on. Claude. Oh, it's never been used though. Huh. Plans and billing. Interesting. I'll just show what I'm seeing here. Like, I still should be on like their trial program or whatever, right? Like, I have this evaluation access. This plan is free for evaluating. Like, it's not complaining about Oh, maybe I need to buy some credits. Cost. Logs. All right, maybe I'll put some money on this thing. 1 second. I think the merge conflict problem is a good one. Yes, we can run multiple agents now, but the problem still exists. Will be the same for robot workers in the future. Yeah, totally. Makes sense. Did I get the $50 free credits? Yes, I got the... But that's for the personal account, and I don't know if I can use the let's see, usage. Yeah, I got $64 in current balance. Yeah, but like I can't use this usage for like my application, right? Like I don't think I can get an API key from this guy and use it as a let's see. Credits. Billing address. Oh. Yeah, it's separate from API usage. Yeah, like the personal account is different. Like the API is its own thing, and that's where you really get the really get billed is the API. What's my billing address? I just used the API before the max plan. Made it up to tier 3. Tier 4, you get access to Opus 1 million. Oh man. Yeah, I am not that not that crazy. Okay. All right, we got. Okay. Now we have API credits. so it's gonna trigger AI analysis. Okay, now it can do it. So it's running a API call. Okay, cool. Oh, and it, okay, so it's, okay, produces an analysis around my newsletter. Click tab 2. Like, click more precisely on the number 3 tab trigger. Okay. All right, seems to be working. Okay, cool. Great. All right, let's use this draft. Is Claude for Chrome good? I run a variant of Chrome and Claude can't figure it out, so it doesn't work for me. Oh, okay. It seems to work okay. Like it's slow. Like I think it might be good if you were in like a heavy kind of almost headless setup and you kind of walk away for a while and you like let it figure itself out. I think that might be good. It might be good then, but yeah, like it takes a little bit for it to kind of process all this stuff. Okay, cool. Work. All right, let's see what my usage is. CLI agent browser. It's a CLI based headless Chrome for agents. Oh, okay, cool. No, I haven't. Cool. Now let's fix the buffer API so we can post to it. Need to generate a new one. Okay, gotcha. All right, I'll generate a new one. Buffer, do I have it here? Yeah, I might. Okay. Extras. API. Oh, okay, here we go. Why do I need to log in if I... All right. One second. Let me figure this out. Yeah, I have the right token in here, right? And then, hang on. Did I have to sign up for a different account for buffer? Buffer tools. I don't have... kind of I forgot the developer portal thing here. Like I've got this API key for Buffer, but they have like a separate developer portal that I can't. They sent me a secret for it, but I forgot it. And actually, let me see if I saved it in my Buffer. Let's see. No. Yeah, I don't know what my secret is anymore. Yeah, so it seems like this works. So yeah, I want to load up, basically, load up posts from. Actually, yeah, let's. Okay, let's figure out the buffer part later. Let's now also plan to add pictures from the newsletter into the AI suggested article or our AI suggested post, so we can put like add images to each buffer post. Let's see. Let's check out the polling. Uh, 27 votes. Claude agent teams, 26% have used Claude agent teams. 74% haven't. If you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Gets more people out there watching our stuff, hanging out with us, being part of this community. So yeah, that's specific image around whatever the text AI decides. Please keep the noise on. Can I hide and get... Happy to be here for you, Droidrine. Droid Jam. What's up? Tiago Zarzar Vigion. What the hell is vampires? Yeah. Actually, let me. It's in reference to Steve Yeage's latest article. Talks about how like just exhausting coding is with AIs because it's kind of we're paying more attention and we're like more focused, and it allows us to like do this for longer, and it's super fun. So it's like we could be like pushing ourselves to burnout basically by using these tools. Oh. Yeah, so it's just kind of like balancing this out of like how can we sustainably use these tools and kind of balance it with our own like kind of health and physical needs. Be right back, guys. I'll watch this for me. Are you still running something on Gas Town, or just trying to see what the agent teams can accomplish on their own? Yeah, I'm just testing out agent teams because it's kind of the officially supported one. Um, so yeah, I don't know. And Yegi was talking about Gas Town having some issues. Like he was trying to migrate the databases or something to like Dolt, I believe, like migrating beats to use the Dolt backend. So I don't know. I haven't really been tracking what's been going on over there. I've just been using agent teams, and seems to be working out like I did last live stream. Haven't actually used them this live stream, but quick give snacks to Goose and pet him before he notices. You saw nothing. Yep. Right. Yeah. He's just chilling. He's just being a good kitty. And of course, yeah, he would be all in if you gave him kitty treats. So. Okay, let's see. Cool. Opus 4.6 using tokens like crazy this morning. I should exceed 32K on output. Oh wow. Jeez. I wonder if, I'm sure they change the models or like A/B test the models behind the scenes, just to kind of incrementally, like it's still like 4.6, right? But it's like 4.6 alpha, 4.6 beta, and like they probably do some amount of like, I don't know, some amount of like incremental changes potentially. Sure, make it public. Alright. Well, I can't really do much with if I can't get the API key here. Oh, there it is. Oh man. Ooh. But yeah, if I can't test this out in buffer, maybe pretty, because like the buffer API isn't working and I need to, I just emailed the person for it. So anyways, if you're new here, you haven't signed up for the Discord, please, yeah, it's good to hang out with other like-minded people. Just costs an email. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, it helps the channel out. Let's see, let's check out the poll. Have you used Claude Agent Teams? 29 votes. 20% yes, 72% no. So, cool. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty tired. Just talking about that, that Yegi article, I understand it now. I've been feeling it, and I feel like everybody's kind of been feeling it, but especially doing I'm not even working all that much when on live. I'm just kind of doing a little bit and then talking with you guys, and that's draining, or not draining, but uses energy, right? It's not I enjoy doing it, but at the same time it's, I don't know, kind of it takes a certain amount of energy, right? So yeah, by the end of my live streams, I kind of lose steam. And if you haven't noticed, so yeah, I don't know. Anybody else have anything? Anybody else working on anything cool? Or anything that you want to show off? I haven't looked at Roxas in a while. Yeah, let's see what Roxas is doing. Not ready to show off yet. Still working on multi-agent tools. Okay, cool. Nice, Bob Knoll. I made a small extension to our community Discord bot for tracking people's fitness goals as a group, encourage people to get involved. Kind of neat. Nice. That's cool. Need to try the Claude agent teams. Yeah, it's cool. Like, I think if you have a large enough selected one repository. Okay, cool. If you have a large enough app, roxas. Or a large enough project, it's useful. But yeah, like it's scoping these things is the key thing here, where it's like figuring out, do you need, like, how many things in parallel can you actually like really work on, versus like just having one agent like with a plan, like hammer out certain things. So like I wouldn't use it for adding single features. Like, I think one agent, one feature may be a good mapping. Like, if you say plan out, hey, I want to add X, Y, and Z feature with tests, like, I don't think that's big enough. But if you say, I want to add, well, okay, maybe one feature X, probably isn't big enough. But if you want to say, oh, I want to add feature X, Y, and Z, 3 different features, then it'd probably be good. Or you're modifying 3 different aspects of, like, you're modifying your client, your server, and like your integrations. Like, maybe those are whatever that's a big enough problem to be solved with multiple agents working at the same time. So, yep, cool. Oh man. But yeah, like, with this whole like energy vampire thing, I've been going to bed like super early and then waking up super early. Like, I'm just exhausted by, I don't know, 8 p.m. I'm just barely keeping my eyes open. But then I wake up, like, I woke up this morning at 3:30 a.m. So that's like just naturally by myself. Yeah, so it's not, I don't know, it's not good. It's like, I feel like I should be sleeping for longer, and I don't know, I need to take like magnesium or something to help me stay asleep for longer. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, take care of your health. Like, it's a hard thing to like see through all this, because like for me, I don't know, not to like keep referencing myself. I mean, this is my live stream, so I guess you're somewhat interested. I don't know, I used to compete in jiu-jitsu, and like, this is like, that was my reason for staying healthy, is to make weight for jiu-jitsu, and to be in shape, was to win. But now the ongoing goal is to just be healthy, right? Just to like not die, which is a different, weirdly lower level motivation. Like it's an anti-goal, right? Like we're good at attaining stuff. We're not good at, or less good maybe, at avoiding stuff. Avoiding stuff that's like long-term consequences that are far off in the future. So for example, like whatever, if you keep eating sugar and you don't get diabetes this year, but like if you keep whatever, if your diet is completely made of sugar, you'll eventually get diabetes, right? Like that's the path for that. But like we're less good at like figuring out everyday like actions that like avoid us going down that path, right? So I don't know, like for this whole AI vampire thing, like we need to understand we're all going hard right now. We're all going like super hard in the paint because it feels like we're making a lot of progress, and we are. But we also have to make this sustainable over a long time. A thing in the jiu-jitsu community is consistency over time equals results. That was a saying by this coach, Robert Follis. And if we stay consistent with this thing, we'll get more results consistent over time. So it's not just a burst and then burnout. It's like we got to chip away at this thing over time in order to get good results. So, or over a long period of time, like years. Like that should be the time frame that we're thinking about, rather than, oh, can I turn this whatever feature around? Can I like whatever get rich quick type of thing? I think that's, I don't know, what you see with most people with AI is like, oh, how do I flip a dollar or whatever on this? It's like, well, we kind of have to build these systems up first, and to build the systems up and to gauge demand, like people ultimately spend dollars. That's, I think, what we need to keep in mind, is that it's people who ultimately have money who ultimately are paying for products and services. So there still has to be some kind of human element to it. Like we have to have personality at scale. I kind of talk about this in my newsletter or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what I'm doing with this live stream, and hopefully you guys are getting something out of it. If not, just hanging out, being a chill group to just kind of relax with, and I don't know, hopefully this is kind of like comfort food maybe. And I don't know if being explicit about that is cringe or whatever, but like there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and I think I don't know, hanging out with friends is, or parasocial friends, you know, right? Like there's different ways to connect with people, and whatever way this fits into your life, I hope it's helpful. And yeah, just want to say thank you for watching. And yeah, anybody have anything else? I might just end it there. Cool. All right. Thanks all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.